Hello, welcome to my DCS Warthog JTAC tutorial. First things first, before we get into the JTAC stuff, a little tip. You may have noticed sometimes when you fly directly over a steer point, which is your active waypoint by the way, when you fly directly over a steer point, it will go immediately to the next waypoint without you doing anything. I find this to be incredibly annoying, so here's how you fix it if you also find it to be annoying. Function and then 5, which is the FPM shift here. So function 5, go over to the right to your CDU, change that to manual, and you're set. That's all it is. Alright, so I'm going to put it on the waypoint page first of all, or for now. It'll be function 3. Waypoint, and there we go. Alright, so JTAC. What is JTAC exactly? JTAC are guys who are on the ground usually, or sometimes in the air, like your predators, who will more or less spot you targets. They will find things for you to kill. I'm sure you can imagine how useful this is, considering actually finding targets is kind of a pain. Alright, so how do we talk to them? Well, you call them up on your FM radio usually, and here's where you can find their frequencies. It's in the briefing, so escape briefing. I'm just going to go to the easy here. Pointer 1 is 31 FM. So I'm going to roll back that on 31. We're on TR, transmit receive, and see if we can't talk to these guys. That's pointer 1. Check-in is basically how long you're going to be talking to the guy, how long you want him to give you directions more or less. I'm not sure how important it is. I always go with the 60
Pointer
minutes,
1
assuming I
1.
have
This
the
is
fleet.
Colt 111 A10. Golf 4146 at 6,000. Armed with DGM 65D, GBU 12 bombs, rockets 1,150 gun. Playtime is 0 plus 60. Available for tasking. What do you have for us?
So you'll see you tell the JTAC guy what you're armed with. When he just says bombs, that's usually cluster
Colt
bombs.
1-1. This is Pointer 1-1. Type 2 in effect.
Always.
Ready for 9-line.
Are always cluster bombs in my experience. And if you call JTAC and you don't get a response, first of all, make sure you're on the correct frequency. It's almost always FM, but not always. And secondly, make sure you're close enough to the whatever activates him. Probably a waypoint. So now we're ready for a 9-line. We'll explain
Ready to copy.
that in 1 second.
Line is as follows. 1, 2, 3, NA. 7, beat, MSL. Trucks. Golf, 3, 2, 5, 3, 9, 8. Marked by Willie Pete. Northeast, 7,000. Egress, east.
Alright, pausing here. 1, 2, 3, not applicable right now. Elevation, hardly ever important. Target, and it'll tell you what type of targets he'll be directing you towards, usually trucks, tanks, AAA, that type of thing. In this case it's trucks. Coordinates are going to be very useful. Actually, I'll save that. Coordinates are going to be useful, but I'm not going to write them down right now. Number 7 is how your target's going to be marked. In this case, Willie Pete, he said, which stands for white phosphorus. He's gonna, I assume, throw or shoot a smoke grenade at them, and that will mark their position. But as you'll find out, that's not incredibly, I guess, not really so useful. Whatever. And there's friendlies, 7,000 north. And this was which way he wants us to go after we shoot things. But I don't think that's ever really important, ever.
Advise when ready for remarks and further talk on.
Alright, ready for remarks. That is, well, you'll see what he tells you.
Ready to copy remarks.
He's asking for bombs. That would be, like I said, cluster bombs. And there's the wind information. So we're going to make sure these are active. Now you'll read back the 9-line information, or the important stuff at least.
7, Golf, 3, 2, 5, 3, 9, 8. Read back correct. Colt, 1, 1. Standby data.
Standby
Report
data.
IP inbound.
That means he's going to send you a text message, basically. You can see it here. Well, first let me acknowledge this. You can either press this button or I believe it's, yeah, TMS left short. So here's the message he sent us. More or less the same thing. You'll notice line 6, the coordinates are now in latitude, longitude instead of MGRS, which is what the GG blah 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 is called. Let me turn around here. And on our TAD, zoom out. See down there the red blinking right here? That is the location of where he wants us to shoot stuff. So Wilco means we'll do that. So I'm going to slew over and onto that. This is just the first of many ways to do things, by the way. I'm going to slew over onto that and TMS up short to hook onto it, and TMS up long to make it our speed. Now let me go ahead and turn around and start heading towards them. Turn on our TGP to air ground. Slew it to our speed. Plane's blocking the view right now. Alright, so it's out there somewhere. Let's see what we can see here. There they are. Now, you could just roll in and start blasting if you want, but if you want to do it properly, you tell them IP inbound.
Colt, 1, 1. IP inbound. Colt, 1, 1. Continue.
Right. Continue means he's not going. Basically, he's not going to throw the smoke yet because we're too far away. I think you have to get in a little bit less than 10 miles. Maybe like 9.5 or something like that. Also, this is annoying me.
Mark is on the deck.
Alright, we are 8 miles out. Mark is on the deck. You can see it there. Now, if you could say, I see it.
Contact the mark. From the mark, south 110 meters.
Obviously, he's telling us exactly where he wants us to shoot. So now that we're in, or we're headed in, tell him we're
Colt,
on the way.
1, 1. In from the south. Colt, 1, 1. Cleared hot.
Cleared hot. And then we'll drop a bomb on him when we get in range, at least. Pretty sure this is going to miss at least a couple of them, but oh well. I'm not good with these types of bombs, IAMs, I guess. And any second now we'll be dropping. There goes one. Going to turn off. And I'll press F6 so we can watch this thing. Yeah, looks like the wind's gonna, well, you'll see. Wind is going to catch these parachutes. I should have changed the settings a bit. Oh well. What are you going to do?
Terminate. Stop. Colt 1-1. Target is not destroyed. Cleared to re-attack.
Totally missed them. Alright. Well, that's one way of doing things. However, let me check out here. Basically, tell them I'm done playing with you, son.
Colt 1-1. We are at the end of Vol and are checking out. Stay safe down there.
All right.
Colt 1-1. You may depart.
So we're good to go. I'm going to change my steer point so it's not so clouded down there. Crowded, rather. Alright. So that's one way of doing it. Let's call him again. Maybe, see about setting up a waypoint.
Pointer 1-1. This is Colt 1-1-1 A10. Golf 3035 at 11,000. Armed with AGM-65D, GBU-12 bombs, rockets, 1,150 cannon. Playtime is 0 plus 60. Available for tasking. What do you have for us?
Colt 1-1. This is Pointer 1-1. Type 2 in effect. Advised and ready for 9-line.
Ready to copy this.
Ready to copy.
Now, line 6,
Line
I'm
is
going
as
to write
follows.
down.
1, 2, 3, NA. 7, beat, MSL. Trucks. Golf 3, 2, 5, 3, 9, 8. Marked by Willie Pete. Northeast, 7,000. Egress, east.
Alright.
Advised when ready for remarks and further talk on.
Let me go ahead and take the remarks, I suppose.
Ready to copy remarks.
For some reason, when he says use bombs, there's no voice for it. I'm not sure why, but if you use any other kind of bomb, like a laser guided or something like that, he'll tell you to use that specifically. Anyway, here we are down here at the CDU. I'm going to type in a name for a waypoint. We're just going to call it JTAC. And this right here, the question mark 4 bullseye, it'll copy the existing waypoint we have, which is our initial position, waypoint 0, and it'll copy that, the location and everything, and name it JTAC. So now we have an extra waypoint called JTAC that is located in the exact same spot as waypoint 0. Or we can change exactly where it's located. Click the latitude and longitude down here at the bottom right to UTM. And this is where you enter your 6th line there. It was GG 325 398. Put it in here. And first we have to make sure put this on mission mode, or steer point selector deal. Put it in mission mode. I'm not sure if there's a downside to it ever being, or to it always being in mission mode, excuse me. So there we have JTAC Waypoint 4, but if you'll notice, it's 860 miles away. That is because, if you remember, our initial position, whichever one of these airports it was on the right side, or on the UTM 38 side. You see this line here very clearly indicates that we're going to cross into a different grid. But even if the line wasn't here, you would know, because 800 miles is way too far to be from anything. So we need to change 38T, which is where our initial spot was, to 37T, which is where we're going. Here's how to do that. Very simple. Again, in our CDU, 37T, and then put it here, and enter a new UTM grid, this button right here. See, and it changes. Now we are 156 miles away because our coordinates were basically erased. They're reset to 0. So put those back in. GG 325398. Back in. How far are we? 3.6 miles. Totally accurate. Alright, so I'm going to set that steer point as the SPI with TMS down long. And slew to it. Over here. You can see we're right the heck there. That was just coincidence. It's not always that close. It's 100 meters by 100 meters squared. So it could be kind of far. I mean, you'll always be able to see it in a zoomed out mode like this. If you're zoomed in, you may not always be so lucky. So there they are. I guess I might as well read back again.
7 Golf 32539 8.
Read back correct. Colt 1-1. Standby data.
Now again, he's going to send all the data and whatnot, which is fine, I suppose. But you already know where they are. So if you want to do it all proper and whatnot, you can. Whatever.